We've talked conceptually that it's not a handoff, right? That it's a surround strategy, like you just said there. What is different than the way that a typical CMO works with a CRO or chief sales officer in this surround strategy? If you can dig a little deeper for us.
One thing that's nice is we're all in the office together. As someone that's been part of remote teams in the past, and it absolutely can work and it does, but physical proximity has something to do with the culture and the relationship. It really just does. When you're together all the time, whether it's in an exec team meeting or on sales calls or just together talking about an event, it's hard for things to fall through the cracks when you've got that shared responsibility of this is our number for next year. How are we going to do it? As it relates to your question of tactically, what does that look like? It's understanding what are we going to do this year? Are we doing a lot of events? Not only that, but what does an event mean? Is it we just find one of these event vendors and just let them hand it off to us? Or is it for everything we do, we're going to have at least a customer there? We're going to make sure our CEO's there with people that he knows. We're going to do a super high end Michelin star kind of experience. We're not going to just do the timeshare sales where if you got a nice meal, you got to listen to a sales pitch. Who are we going to talk to? And what do we know about them? And who knows them here? Not only that, what do we know about what they're looking for through the community of people that we already know? And are they ready to see something or like, let's hit them up in 3 months? In the meantime, is there anything we can do to help them? If it's something where they're saying, I just got asked by my board, what's my AI strategy? That doesn't mean buy your product, but like, can we actually help them? Can we have one of our AI experts on the phone with them talking about it from the top down? Even better than that, can we have one of our customers go talk to them completely absent us? I'll tell you this, and it's a little bit of a deviation, but good enough. Right before this call, one of our biggest customers, we just sent him a text and said, we have 4 new salespeople starting today. Can you get on a Zoom with us? He said, absolutely, not a problem. So he got on for an hour. And without prompting, he said, listen, what I want to tell you is this. This is what I was trying to solve. This is what I got asked by the board. This is why I decided to talk to you. And it's partially because of meeting in person with our executive team. And then here's how I was able to get it accomplished. Here's how I'm able to measure it. This is what I'm going to show the board next week. And he just like put it in front of us. You don't get that from a BDR just reaching out and trying to sell something transactionally. How many of your customers in the past, in an hour's notice, jump on a Zoom with a full sales team and tell them how he bought and what they should do, how to identify people like him, the landmines to avoid, and that sort of thing? There's really something to be said. And I've given him credit and I'll give him credit again. Guy I worked with way, way long ago at my first startup, Mike Triano, had this concept of scalable intimacy. Really, that's what we're trying to get to. This idea of think of your best friend or think of someone that you really trust. And how do you do that at scale? And by scale, I mean more than one person, right? It's not something that you can put out to the masses, but the real answer is how do you make someone feel special, but also valued? How do you make them feel like an expert that they know what they're talking about? How do you support them? You get that right, and your product's really good and it solves their problem. That's a relationship. I think it's really easy and it sounds cheap to say, we're your trusted advisor or any of those things. And it's easy to say, it's hard to do. But what we're trying to do is really invest that time on the one on one basis and it'll pay off over time. Everyone buys things because they refer. And one of the questions that was asked on this session we had was, how do we find more people like you? Someone legitimately asked us, send cold emails, LinkedIn, whatever. He's like, absolutely not. I don't look at email. I don't look at LinkedIn. The only way I buy is because right now I am basking in the win that I got from buying your product. I'm telling everyone that I know on all our signal chats and all of our other chats where we talk that you're not invited, but also everyone else talks. All of the people that we've built this great relationship with, and it's not, hey, you bought our product, I'm going to give you money to go. No, it's something more than that. And it's a huge investment, but I guarantee it pays off.